Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Willie, and this is the encouraging word for today. And we're learning lessons from King David. And one lesson we learn is there are things to be aware of, dangerous things that can happen. And one of them is the danger of a jealous spirit, the danger of a jealous spirit. What is jealousy? How would you describe it? Jealousy is an emotion, something we feel, but it's always an open door and always can go further. Jealousy is sometimes called envy, right? Envy what somebody has. Sometimes it's called covetousness, where I covet, I want what somebody has. In fact, that's commandment number 10 is do not covet your neighbor's house, your neighbor's wife, or anything that your neighbor has. Paul said, be content, which is the opposite of envy and jealousy. It's when you want something that someone else has. It could be possessions. You're jealous of the lifestyle that they have. And listen, the media, advertising, builds that up in us to be jealous and to desire what we don't have. It could be a jealousy of position. You know, I'm better than that person. I deserve that position. It can be the praise of people. People are being complimented. They're being given awards or they're lifted up, and nobody's even noticing you at all. Maybe the acceptance someone else has can even be in a family. Your father prefers one of your siblings to you. And you have that jealousy and envy. Jealousy is dangerous because it will destroy you. It will eat you up inside. You'll never be content with what you have. You'll be miserable. You have no peace. There are many examples of it. I have felt it. I've felt it in my heart. And Saul is an example for us today, a bad example. And we can learn from bad examples. Listen to 1 Samuel 18, verse 8 and 9. Saul was angry. This refrain displeased him greatly. They have credited David with tens of thousands, and me with only thousands. What more can he get but the kingdom? And from that time on, Saul kept a close eye, a jealous eye on David. Now, David, the good example, was submissive. He wasn't seeking anything at all. But after a big battle, the women were singing and dancing and saying, David has slain his 10,000, Saul his thousands. And he heard that. He saw that David was being elevated. They were singing about David. And he got jealous. And it drove him to imagining something that didn't exist, that David was going after his kingdom, and it was eating him up inside. And listen, jealousy will eat you up inside. I know, I've experienced it. Probably all of us have experienced envy or covetousness at some point. In 1 Peter 2:1, which I encourage you to read and meditate on today, Peter says, rid yourself of all malice, deceit, envy, and slander of any kind. Rid yourself of envy. Deal with it. Recognize it and deal with it, because it will drive your life and not to a good place. Ask God to search your heart today. If there's any envy in you, he will show you. And peace comes when we rid ourselves of that envy. And we have peace and contentment with what we have. And that's my prayer for me and for you. God bless you. And tomorrow on Wednesday, as we always do, we go live on Facebook at 7:15 a.m. I will post the video here on YouTube and also the Facebook Encouraging Word group. And I'm going to be speaking about the consequences of opening the door to Satan. the consequences of opening the door to Satan. So until then, search your heart and be content.